Hello guys, Warhammer back with episode 9, crazy, of our Ultimate Modded Dwarf campaign, playing as Thorgrim. We've been having lots of fun with this. We have finished off the minor Chaos Dwarf faction over here, and we're starting to move up a little bit into the Darklands. Thorgrim we were actually going to bring down to fight Gorbad since, or Gorfing I should say. Since he declared war on us after we made an alliance with Kirkazul. So, new enemy down there. We're not quite at war with Skarstink yet. Let's actually look at him. He's only got 4 provinces, but he's got some very high tier settlements. Belagar out here doing his thing. Kate. So they had 4 settlements. I'm curious where the other 2 are. Are they... They must be down here near where Queek would be. Yes, okay. Oh, and this is a new faction. What is it? Neck Snappers? So I don't recognize that icon. But we're super close to be able to get our Rune Guardians and Rune Golems. We honestly just need... Oh, actually, we were just waiting for our Rune Forge to get to tier 4. Because that gives us access to the Master Rune Awakening and a Runic Collar. So let's... Oh, wrong button. Let's get some Rune Guardians. For the Rune Golems, we need to get it to tier 5. And for Shard Dragons, we need exotic animals, which I don't know if we can find those nearby. So sometimes it would let you just zoom to one that you're missing. But I know there is one down here by Thorgrim. I think it's right here. Not sure if there's another one close by. Yeah, normally it would let you zoom in on some of these, so I'm not sure. But we'll get some Rune Guardians to start off with. Costs around 5,000 to increase our capacity by 1, so let's do that. Totally worth it. Our Clockwork Thunderers, we still have a bunch, so I don't necessarily need to do that. So, for the Regiment of Renowned Clockwork Thunderers, we need the Dormant Mechanical Marksmen. So we need... So it says, gained after constructing an ancient vault in the deeps at Zufbar. Okay, that's good to know. We do control Zufbar, but it kind of got beat up last episode by the Vampire Counts. We'll move Grim Burlixon over there and have him start to build that up. Crag the Grim, we're going to go back and get us some rune units. Got to be a little thematic. He is the Rune Lord of Karazakarak, so it's kind of fitting. So they take 2 turns to recruit. What are we willing to get rid of? I think we have 5-7 melee units in total, plus several heroes. So we don't necessarily need all of these Dwarf Warriors. We would like to show off some of these other mod units too. Let's get rid of both Dwarf Warriors. And probably a Bolt Thrower, because we want to get 1 Rune Guardian. Let's get some Old Guard. And do we go for a Steam Drill unit or Iron Drakes with Drake Fire Pistols? Okay, the miners have pretty good stats actually. Do we have access to... We actually have access to quite a bit of armor piercing infantry. So let's take the Drake Fire Pistols. So we'll get rid of one of our Bolt Throwers. Oh, we need to make room for a Dragon Slayer too. Although one of you is going to go join Thorgrim. You give missile strength and accuracy for the army. And you give spell resist. Which 2 runesmiths already give a lot of spell resist, so we'll give we'll send that guy to Thorgrim. He's going to come down here, so we'll have him go this way.
Can't wait either. By the king's command. Dragon Slayer.
And we'll send this guy down to Uther, actually, so he'll come down this way. But for Thorgrim, this is actually a minor Skaven faction in control of that. And we do have Astrogoths to the north. We want to do a quest battle. Gotrek and Felix? So we could probably do that, actually. Where does their territory start? It's hard to see. Okay, we can go up to here. There's still being friendly territory to heal over the end turn. But I'm just going to look through our... Actually, no, we'll do the battle first, then we'll have the extra money from it. We'll decide what we want to do after that. So let's recruit Gotrek and Felix. I think we have everything we need, but this battle can be very, very difficult. We have the Brewmaster to give over some heals. Do we take... I think we get some other artillery. Let's get rid of one of the bolt throwers. Unfortunately, they're rank 5, so they have been around for a while.
It is time.
Goblobbers, these help reduce... Actually, yeah, these will be great because they reduce enemy leadership. So that's great for fighting Chaos and Demons. And then the Grudge Settler gets Monstrous Impact. That reduces speed. That actually might not be bad either. We're going to get rid of one of these Dwarf Warriors.
Onward.
We go for a Flame Cannon. Let's do a Flame Cannon because we can actually give some bonuses for them. Alright, Gotrek and Felix, here we come. This battle can be very, very difficult. So, we'll do our best. I'm going to quick save before just because this battle can go pretty bad if the AI is not cooperating, so we'll deal with that.
As the day of mystery thins the veil between worlds, Slaanesh enacts his vengeance, dragging enemies from across the mortal world into his dark realm. Among the captured, the rogues Gotrek and Felix fight, battling to escape the Prince of Pleasure's domain. Only destroying his arcane portals would weaken the Dark Prince's grip. Yet those protecting them will demand a toll in blood. No matter the price, Gotrek and Felix cannot fall, for their survival will deal Slaanesh a deadly blow and prove vital in the adventures to come.
Gotrek and Felix, here we come! We got you! We got you, lads. Thorgrim coming to the rescue. So this quest battle can be quite difficult if Gotrek and Felix take too much damage early on, so we're trying to best our get up there. Flame Cannon just moving a little bit closer so it can get some of its shots off. The Goblobbers, though, going after some of these Demonettes. And Bolt Thrower going after that Exalted Keeper of Secrets. But the Seekers of Slaanesh do have massive armor piercing, but we have charge defense on our Dwarf Warriors, so don't take too much on the charge, and the Hammer just come in for an absolute massive charge and just break those guys immediately. Our Quarrelers can be pretty vulnerable if we move them too far forward, which might end up being just the case, but Felix took a lot of damage really, really quickly. Thorgrim's over there to help provide some support with the Aura of Endurance along with High King for some bonuses to melee. But our Brewmaster, we were bringing him up to try to provide some healing to the nearby units, but he did get into melee for a little bit, so that does shut off the Blessing of Valea. On the sides, Demonettes just going ham against our Dwarf Warriors. We have some Longbeards who are going to help out just a little bit. Demonettes will absolutely shred dwarf infantry. They have basically 2/3 armor piercing, so they just absolutely eat through anything along with that 50 melee attack. But Thorgrim's still holding out, doing quite a bit, fighting with Gotrek and Felix side by side. Quarler's starting to get some shots in there. The Exalted Keeper's Secrets went down very quickly once we focused him down. Now we got some Chaos Spawn coming in on the Dwarf Warriors and our Hammers. Flame Cannon. We're getting a little bit of friendly fire there. But Chaos Spawn can be absolute menaces if you do not fill them with arrows. So we want to get those things out of commission as soon as possible. Try to avoid any friendly fire from the Flame Cannon. Gotrek and Felix split up now. Felix is fighting alongside Thorgrim. Gotrek came back to finish off some Demonettes, but we've got some guys moving forward. Actually facing some Witch Elves, which is pretty interesting. Because technically Witch Elves are aligned with Cain and not Slaanesh. Because originally Khorne and Cain were actually the same god in like 3rd and 4th edition. But it's been a long time since then, so it's kind of weird to see Witch Elves in with the Slaanesh army. But ooh, Gotrek just took a massive amount of damage right there. The Runesmith going to throw down Wrath and Ruin on top. We tried to send our Gyro Bombers in because this battle only ends once we finish off these 3 Elderesses. So we went over there to try to draw them in, but the Chaos Furies can absolutely do massive damage. These Chaos Furies of Slaanesh, so big armor piercing values. They'll absolutely shred our Gyro Bombers, so we're trying to help them out. But these Fiends of Slaanesh also can be big damage dealers, so we focus them down. Our Brewmaster back in action, providing some nice healing to the stuff around here. But Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh are starting to come in. These are just the regular merit, they don't have the Scourges, the whips. But still really good defensive stats. 48 melee defense. On the far side, Quarler's getting some nice value. And Hammers did take quite a bit of damage, but they've done their part as far as kills. 117 kills against demons is actually amazing. Flame Cannon and our artillery just absolutely shredding Chaos Warriors. Another big charge right here. Dwarf Warriors and our Hammers. But one Allurus is just about out of commission. The other 2, we have to lure them over. So once our Gyro Bomber is back up in the air, we'll try to get them to draw them out. We did lose 2 Gyro Bombers very, very quickly, though. That shows you how powerful Furies of Slaanesh can be. But Thorgrim apparently just following Felix around. Most of the mortal infantry has been dealt with very, very quickly, but demons will fight to the bitter end. So we're going to try to target them down best we can. Gotrek, 53 kills. So he's doing pretty well. He's taking quite a bit of damage. But that Brewmaster is going to help out if we can keep him close enough for the Blessing of Alea. And we're throwing down Bugman's Brew as well to get some AoE heals. But Hammers starting to get very low on HP. They might start losing models very, very quickly. But Gyro Bomber did its job in drawing these guys forward. We just do not want to get by the Chaos Furies again. They have 110 speed, we only have 90, so we have to make sure we get a good head start. But more fiends coming in. The snake, scorpion, lizard things, whatever you want to call them. Whatever describes them best. But yeah, focusing fire against the Slaanesh is just the way to go. Because they just get absolutely shredded right there. Artillery, crossbows, and flame cannons. Furies did take a little bit of damage. We tried to focus down these Chaos Furies that got on our Gyro Bombers again. We are taking it to the ground so that our infantry can actually help out. We do not want to try to fight them in the air or else we will lose those guys immediately. Brewmaster, 74 kills though with his Ranger bodyguards. A lot of value too from healing that you don't get to see up there. But the Alluresses are coming down. Felix, pretty healthy, almost back up to full, but he has almost reached his healing cap. Gotrek, not doing quite as well. But we also have the Rune of Hearth and Home going down with our Runesmith nearby to give them vigor, so that'll help them on the defensive side with their defensive stats. Gotrek, he's just going in for the kill, trying to kill off these characters. Felix as well. That debuff going down is actually poison from our brewmaster. Yeah, like I said, that battle could be very, very difficult. How many right now? It's actually quite a bit of replenishment, and our hammers took quite a bit of damage. We lost 2 of our gyro bombers as well. We'll take the replenishment. Gotrek and Felix are here.
Now I can sheath my sword.
Got some new trinkets for fighting Slaanesh. Oh, a bunch of them. Which ones did we get? We've got a lot of them, actually. So we're missing something with Cathay or Kislev. Tomb Kings. Ogre Kingdoms. Lizardmen. Britonia. Wood Elves. Beastmen. The High Elves. Okay. Yeah, for Gotrek and Felix, I don't... What do we do with you? Actually, I think keeping Gotrek and Felix with Thorgrim is fine. They'll get more experience that way, but also... we may have our Brewmaster go out for a little bit. And... because Felix can provide healing to characters nearby. Oh, wrong. And Thorgrim doesn't have access to any healing item yet at the moment, so... or we send him over to with our Stonehammer.
Fate provides the plot.
I don't know, maybe we start another army to fight Chaos Storms up north. We could do that, I think. We'll just finish some of these buildings for now. Let's get this up for a Rune Golem once we can eventually recruit them.
Still here.
Yeah, Gotrek and Felix can stay down here for a little bit. Let's get rid of these Dwarf Warriors and the Regiment of Renown. I don't need that any longer.
Onward!
Can I be of assistance?
Monster Slayer!
Thorgrim got some... just one more skill. We still only got the one hammer. We've only got one flame cannon at the moment, but that is 20% range, which is a lot. Sure, we'll do it. Bumps up the range on this thing quite a bit. Our Runesmith. Let's get Stubborn Mastery for the spell resist. That's always good. Brewmaster. Finish off some of your healing abilities. And our Master Engineer. We've got Ballistic Calibration. We have finished off our extra range and missile strength. Ooh, Critical Path Analysis. What does this do? So the longer you're out of melee, the more speed and reload skill you get. Awesome.
Throw bearers! Let's march!
With Thorgrim, we actually got some extra movement range from that battle, so we could go into ambush stance just in case they're trying to come out this way. Moon Overseer got some experience from the nearby battle. And the blue line.
Yes?
And with our Stonehammer. I can't attack no matter what
You have my
this turn. If I come over here, hopefully we'll have enough movement range to still make it to Iron Rock next turn.
Move!
I think we should.
Dragon Slayer!
And
Dragon Slayer!
yeah, how are we doing this, Thugni?
Plenty to do. Go
Yeah, you'll come down that way. Okay.
Casting the runes.
So the runesmith. We've got the magic item drop chance, which is what I wanted. Let's get Rune of Hearthenhome. The extra vigor can be very, very nice. And Grimberlixen.
At your service.
We'll actually have enough growth to get this to tier 3 next. So let's actually get some money for that. Shard Dragon. Oh no, this one. Yeah, we can't get a Rune Golem either. Because we need the tier 5 settlement to get the Master Rune of Awakening. No. Gained after construction and Inner Sanctum in the Deeps? Thought we had that. Oh no, okay, so we have to get this. Okay, we'll actually be able to get a Rune Golem too.
Aye up.
Let's get rid of the Brotherhood of Grimnir. They're expensive, and the Regiment of Renown, so we'll get them back in the pool.
Well,
And where else can we save money? This just gives us another Dragon Slayer, which I think we're fine without right now. This I do want to upgrade, though, because it gives us more research rate. Where else can I skim some gold?
drug off.
Maybe I just wait a turn. Yeah, let's just wait a turn. So, where was I going again? Oh, Zufbar, that's right.
Aye, lad, what can
You got to repair this so that next turn we can get it to tier 2. Still have a little bit of gold. Yeah, we'll upgrade that. Get this for some extra gold. Reducing construction costs.
Ready.
Yeah, we'll just go full old gold. Since lots of our mechanics rely on that.
I am
And when we're getting closer to another battle, now that we have a good reserve of old gold, we'll get some of these Runeforge upgrades.
Aye, all right.
There might be an attack here, actually, over the end turn. What can we give these Slayers? We could give them Ward Save. There's one that gives armor, I believe. No, Missile Block Chance and melee defense. Regeneration. It's pretty insane. But I kind of feel like that one might be a little bit overpowered. It still costs 75 rune gold, but giving just any unit regeneration I'm not actually a huge fan of, so we won't use that one out of principle. Hit points, missile resist, and a barrier would be cool. Let's give them the ward save and the barrier. This one also gives physical resist, but against vampires they have easier access to magic attacks, so we'll wait on that one.
Ready to do the
And our
guild.
Iron Drakes, what do they get access to? We could do missile strength and reload time reduction. Reload time reduction is awesome on Iron Drakes. Yeah, we'll do that on these two. That's enough for now. Any good deals in diplomacy? Okay, is Scrag at war with anyone? He's only at war with the the Ironclad Works. Once we've got Gorbad a little bit more under control, then we'll probably go to war with the ogres just because I want them as an enemy. I think that'd be fun. Oh, I completely forgot about up here. Okay, the garrison is built, but we've got Arbald the Undefeated. Plus, it looks like maybe a full army with these two put together. We need to look and see what's in there, though, because if it's full of chosen, we're in trouble. And then a army from Daniel, the Demons of Chaos. I should look and see if that's actually the main army, whether that's a secondary army. Come on, Malachi, you're supposed to help fight these guys a little bit. But I guess I've been asking for battles up here, so I can't complain about that. Okay, ambush foiled before I spend any other money. Ooh, a Gromrel scene. We're gonna get a rune golem here. Oh, we have to increase the capacity for it. That's right. It would cost 8,000, but it's totally worth it. Takes how long? 3 turns. Okay. Because it's going to take us 3 turns and need to recruit this, I'm actually going to re-recruit the Rune Guardians. Or actually, if we do this, now we'll just pay the cost for it. So we might have to do some battles first to get some money. This would be a good way. Even though one of these guys is eventually going to join Thorgrim, this will be a good opportunity just to get them some experience. We don't control anything else. Oh no, we control the one up there. I don't think we control anything else in the province, but that's fine. Another iron mine.
Onward.
Let's level up Uther. So diplomatic relations with the Empire is nice. Reduced global recruitment is awesome. So ambush success chance and bonuses for Dragon Company. Bonuses for Dragon Company, but it also increases their upkeep. Frenzy when fighting Chaos Dwarves. Cool. We'll just do this one because this is just overall good. It's Runesmith. Let's get the extra magic item drop chance. Thane, you're almost level 12. So we'll save your skill points. Get more melee defense in our Dragon Slayers. We already have someone providing replenished troops. But this guy is going to go join Thorgrim. Oh no, he has a brewmaster, so okay, we're all right without that. So need to find some trolls and giants and stuff. Get some of those traits. All right, that's some money. Okay, that's enough to recruit them. Gotrek. W authority gives local control, which will help out. Zufbar. Oh yeah, that's right. We need 3,700 for Zufbar to get upgraded. He's bypassing all the stuff. I can't make it to this skating settlement anyway, so we're just going to come around here. Cut him off. And maybe some diplomacy can get us some money.
Leave now if you
I'll trade with this minor skip because of the faction. Excellent and Null will take a defensive alliance. Did we? No, we already had the trinket for the Empire for the Runeforge, so we could confederate Kraka Zul now that we're down in that area. But it's probably just going to cost us money. It's still only tier 2.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Or Karakern. We can do Karakern. This gives us a full another province. Yeah, let's do that one.
And what can the Dawi do for you on this?
And this is far enough away from enemies that shouldn't be a problem unless greenskins decide to come down that way.
My axe thirsts for war. The axe thirsts for war.
Alright. You haven't moved yet. If I use the underway...
Commands.
Can you actually have armies meet with the underway? No.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
But we're just going to consolidate these guys into a single army next turn. That's a lot of great weapons, so
It is time.
I think we need all of those.
Ready.
Let's keep 2.
Aye.
And unfortunately, this stuff isn't making us a lot of money, but there's an iron mine there. I'm going to get rid of that. Oh, we have another rune overseer, though, with that confederation. Control and corruption. Okay, runic vault. I think we do Stone Peak Bastion, because this gives us income as well. And put it over Water River Valley, very far. Okay, need a little bit more money still.
Clan honor.
I can't.
Yes.
So I can't make anything right now. Let's put the last point into Flying Machine for Thorgrim's army.
Retake the realms.
What about magic items? Do we have any magic items to break down? Oh, this just gives us Oath Gold, but if I do it through the character screen, we can actually sell them.
Grimnir's axe thirsts.
So I'm actually going to keep the items, because those are harder to come by. Since we have access to the forge, our magic item drop chance is actually significantly lower than other factions. So we'll look at ancillaries. Choir Master I don't really care about, so we can get rid of a bunch of these. And we get 1 billion of them too. Oh! For dwarfs, it doesn't actually give us normal income. It only gives us Oath Gold. We'll try that real fast and see if that's the case. I didn't see anything, so I don't know. Dang! Now I know that, because normally it says how much gold you're going to get. But, good to know. That's not enough, even if we cancel that. Okay, we just may have to wait a turn.
Ricky.
Happens sometimes.
What needs to be done?
I'm just going to look through the province bonuses. Carrick-Kern, we haven't set one. Blackwater. Valley, Drak Gap. Howling Wastes. Actually, Crowd has a Karak. We're not building a whole lot right now, so let's switch this over to the extra income. Do the same for this one. Just for a turn or two at least, until we can afford to actually build some of this stuff up. This one I am going to keep because we're waiting for growth to get this to tier 4. This one to reduce the costs.
Summon me if
Oh, we forgot to look up here. That's right.
Leave me to my...
So, the Demons of Chaos, who's the faction leader? Fraltras. Okay, so that's not the main army, but it is full of regiments of renown. This one doesn't look to be too bad. We have one garrison upgrade. It's probably going to be more important to try to hold on to this. We do want some anti-large.
Cannot fathom my power.
Get some just core their great weapons. It's never a bad choice. Yeah, we'll just have to... Actually, I'm going to cancel this engineering hall, because we need to hold on to this, because it actually has a really good landmark at tier 4.
Time for a reckoning.
The Silver Halls. Income and bonuses for Thanes, along with local recruitment capacity, so... regiments of renown, we could get Ironbreakers, Skolgar Guard. That's hopefully enough.
My axe thirsts for war.
I should kit him out actually to fight. Let's give him the Master Rune of Spite and give him lots of armor. Well, we'll see if we actually want to. Version of these. Okay, the Potion of Healing. Oh, you say the Ironward Tankard and the Potion of Healing go well together, but they occupy the same spot. So I'm okay with that. The other Trickster Shard reduces any physical... Actually, that'll be very good against demons. Oh, that's the same spot. Crap. Okay, well... We'll give him a Talisman of Preservation. I know we have a chance of losing these items, but I think it's worth it. Okay, this gives melee attack, defense. Magic attacks is going to be very useful, and this is a big debuff. That's actually a really good uncommon item. And Gambler's Armor. It's probably going to be the best one right now. Do we have any other Grommer runes we could do? Because he has a fair amount of armor, so we want like ward save items. And stuff that reduces enemy leadership is also really good. I think there's one for that. The Rune of Fear. Yeah, that can be good. And if we need to, we can actually recycle some of this stuff. Let's recycle Terrifying Mask of E and the... I think the Master Root of Gromril costs 500. Of breaking, centering attacks. Okay, physical resist isn't going to help out against demons. Okay, Gromril gives 50 armor and 10% physical resist. We have 393. Or we can just do the Rune of Luck for 10% ward save. Is the 50 armor more worth than 10% ward save?
Onward.
You already have 141 armor, so that's 70% chance of ignoring non-armor piercing damage. I think the ward save is just better, so we'll get that one too. Luck.
Yes.
Okay, and your items are good. Let's give you some ancillaries. So we've got 2 melee units, 2 ranged units, and 2 artillery.
Summon me if you dare.
This just gives melee attack and bonus damage to himself and nearby units, so that one's going to be very useful for helping our garrison units. More leadership and melee attack and bonus infantry is also going to be very good. We might take all 3 of those. Probably just 2. Or maybe the Quarrelers with great weapons.
My axe thirsts for war.
Yeah, the Rune of Stoicism gives monsters large. And it gives Unbreakable to nearby. Actually, that one's going to be very good. And I don't know if we have these special on Ancillaries. Let's get this one for the magic attacks. That will be useful. Yeah, that's about the best we can do right now. We have 2 more empty slots. Let's do that. Just hope for the best there.
Time for a reckoning. For the wisdom of the layer.
We also have
What can I do?
an army spawning here. Oh, maybe, it's when we finished building this, they went away. Okay, well, that's fine.
Ordo Clan Morgan.
I definitely think they're going to besiege us. Yes.
Greetings,
Ooh, that's a lot of guys. Military access, sure, we'll take it just for the money. Actually, rank 5, that's pretty amazing. Okay, as long as like Throg doesn't come over to pile up on us as well. Okay, it looks like Arbal's army actually went out. So we're not having to fight their armies as well. Let's just check and see what's in the rest of the army. So it's mostly just regiments of renown, actually, and Furies aren't that big. Oh, these are Chaos Furies of Slaanesh, so they do have massive armor piercing, unfortunately. But I think we can win that in a siege battle. This is really the only big thing I'm really worried about. But Slayers and the Ironbreakers can deal with that. We're going to give the Ironbreakers the Banner of the Lost Holds. Actually, no, we should do that one on the Slayers, because they already have Unbreakable, and let's put this one that gives the extra leadership on the Ironbreakers and on these Quarrelers. Is there any demon units that are large? The Barons of the Bog, Hounds of the Blood Hunt, and the Weird Spawn. So it's going to be more worth it to give our Slayers magic attacks, but does that also override Armor Sundering? I don't think so, so. Okay. And we'll let them attack us. Actually, do we want to fight this in the field? If we have a good map... Because we have a lot of extra firepower with the units that we did recruit. This guy's only level 5. His caster does have Infernal Gateway, which can be pretty nasty. He might be on a Disc of Tzeentch, too. No, he's not. I actually feel like if we take this army out now, it'd actually be better for us. Because that way we don't take attrition from being besieged. Let's do it. Thorgard Crumson leading Kraka Drak against the demons. He waits for no one. He's got a pretty cool model, actually. Very cool. He's got the wings up on top and a rune on his shield glowing, along with a kind of version of Thorgrim's axe. Double-headed battle axe is pretty sweet. For the Demons of Chaos, they're coming in with an assortment of mortal and demon units. It is not Daniel, the leader of the faction, but we actually are not in range yet. I started our guys further back. We could have started a little bit forward where artillery could shoot them right from the start. But I decided to form up our battle lines around this rock to provide a little bit of a barrier so we don't get flanked quite as easily, but we'll see whether that actually pays off. We have 2 bolt throwers. Our grudge throwers are getting close enough to start lobbing some rocks. We are trying to target the Severed Claw, the aspiring champions, with artillery, because artillery bypasses... Well, I mean, it does a lot of burst damage, and it bypasses any shields, which these guys don't have compared to the normal ones. But they have super high HP per model, per entity, so we really got to try to kill these guys off as soon as possible. The Mirror Guard of Slaanesh not doing very good. These guys are pretty sweet. Another really, really cool-looking model. Glad to see some regiments of renown with unique stuff like that. Because Sigvald is pretty narcissistic. So, because that's the lore behind them, is that literally their armor and shields are polished so that Sigvald can see himself in them. But the Grudge Thrower is still just trying to get some damage off, trying to get these guys to come to us. We do not want to be aggressive against them. So unfortunately, we're going to be spending some of our artillery ammo trying to get them to come after us, but lots of regiments of renown. So the Mirror Guard, we have the Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne, Brutes of the Hound, the Exalted Champions, or the Plaguebearers of Nurgle, Festering Stooges, Barons of the Bog, the Pox Riders, just some straight Chaos Warriors of Khorne, but we have the Demon Spew, the Weird Spawn, and the Chariots, the Sibilant Slaughtercade, and the Hounds of the Blood Hunt, along with the regiment-renowned Screamers right here, the Shrieking Skyrays. So a lot of actually very scary units coming at us, while the Grudge Thrower eases them in, try to get them to come to us. Our front line is mostly Dwarf Warriors, but we do have some Ironbreakers. We've recruited. Most of these units are part of the garrison, but we have a few that we recruited. So we have the Axes of Nord, the regiment-renowned Ironbreakers. Compared to a normal unit of Ironbreakers, they have a lot more models. I think they have 120 compared to either 70 or 80 of normal Ironbreakers. And a couple units of Quarrelers, some Grudge Thrower Quarrelers in the back too. We do have Shieldbreaker, which is very, very nice if we focus everything down, but Dwarf Warriors with great weapons and some Longbeards. Our Grudge Slayers have been kitted out with some runes and magic items. They do have the Lichbone Pendant, so they are getting magic resist and extra magic resist along with magic attacks, which is just going to make them awesome at taking out any of the large demon units like the Barons of the Bog. Now they're starting to advance, it looks like. Yep, there we go. Barons of the Bog, these guys are pretty sweet. So Pox Riders. Magic attacks, of course, since they're demons, but poison, armor piercing, anti-infantry. They do get some nice traits though, and abilities. The Wasted Sickness, so when they're in melee, they reduce enemy units damage by quite a bit and their mass, so these guys can just push through pretty much anything they want to. Even Dwarfs, the Miasma Rot, to give them more vigor, and Cloud of Flies for more melee defense once they're in melee, so they can be very hard to take down if we don't take them out with missiles or their slayers. The physical resist from all the demons is going to be an issue for a lot of the stuff in this battle, so we're going to have to do our best just to deal damage with range units and have the Slayers take out the key target. But 3 Chaos Furies as well. These guys are very, very nasty, like we saw in our Gotrek and Felix quest battle. Just massive armor piercing. They will absolutely shred anything they have. And as Chaos Freeze of Slanesh. If they do get a flank, they'll actually get double their charge bonus. So just a nightmare scenario for us if they get on the right target. Slayer's kind of holding the back, gonna go after anything that gets in here. But our bolt throwers have started to target down the Barons of the Bog. These guys have a massive HP pool for their 24 models, so we really have to take some out early. Bolt throwers are not super accurate. They're the weakest dwarf artillery, but they can still be pretty good once you get some experience on them for the extra accuracy. But Severed Claw lost one of their guys initially to our grudge throwers, but the other ones have held out. Barons of the Bog, though, losing models now, 3 out of 24 down. On the far side, though, looks like they're setting up for a good flanking attack with the chariots and the 2 flesh hounds. Or I guess just one of these is Chaos Warhounds. There's another unit of Chaos Warhounds on the other side, but with these Exalted Bloodletters coming in, they are really something we want to take out immediately, because these guys will absolutely shred any infantry, even our Ironbreakers. So we want to get them down as quickly as possible. Especially if they get more kills, they'll actually become even worse. But the Iridescent Horror of Tzeentch actually throwing an Infernal Gateway. This is a really good spell, actually sweet looking too, but there's actually a lot of armor piercing, so it's very, very good. Thorgard Cromson came over here. He does have the Master in the Spite, so getting some damage over time from that. And we did throw down the Mighty Elstone from Expert Charge Defense and Melee Defense, but his Chaos Warhounds did manage to sneak through and get on some of our bolt throwers. And this Screamer is actually doing fairly good damage to our corridors. Our battle line is pretty ragged. Those Chaos Rays have tied down most of our ranged firepower, but we are trying to bring over some of our Longbeards to go help out as our front line starts to falter. Yeah, the Dwarf Warriors just getting annihilated. Brutes of the Hound and the Chaos Warriors of Khorne doing lots of damage. Iridescent Horror and the Herald of Tzeentch getting some magic attacks off. Bolt throwers took a little bit of damage, but the Skullgrim Guard actually got hit by that initial charge from Furies. So we lost almost half their models immediately with that charge, so we pulled them back. We're just trying to keep some units in reserve, hold things back if we need to, like going after these chariots. The Dwarf Warriors with Great Weapons will actually do pretty good against these guys. The Skullgrim Guard are also using their very high damaging missiles. Get a volley off right there. Now we're going to switch over to some of this heavy Chaos Infantry. But Thorgard Cromson with the healing, liquid fortification, and the rest of his fight, he's just going to do very, very well. If it comes down to being a really close battle, he could probably win this for us by himself, but that would leave our garrison very, very damaged and open to Arbald the Undefeated, who's just lying in wait. Yeah, those Slayers just absolutely wrecked the Barons of the Bog. Those magic attacks and the armor sunding, they just absolutely massacred them. But Pink Fire of Tzeentch, Blue Fire of Tzeentch coming down, and some of our bolt throwers. All the crew, or all the artillery pieces are still shooting, but they have started to lose some crew members. Over here, the Weird Spawn, doing a lot of damage against the Longbeards, so we try to focus them down with as many Quarrelers as possible. Bringing over the Slayers as well to finish them off. But the Screamer's actually still holding on. Our Ironbreakers did manage to get some of their grenades, blasting charges, whatever you want to call them, off. But they have taken a fair amount of damage from the magic and the missiles of the Festering Stooges. That is another priority target for us. Trying to take these guys out before they get too much damage with their missiles. Look like they just barely ran out. Down to less than 1,000 HP. And hopefully they'll go down before we can actually let them get into combat. But Marauders of Tzeentch shredding away with their spears. Ironbreakers getting a volley that does a little bit of friendly fire right there, but we're going after those Chaos Warriors of Khorne and the Demon Spew. Longbeards holding up pretty well against the Fleshhounds, though. Bolt throwers have been targeting down this Herald of Tzeentch, trying to get rid of that Lord so we can get the leadership penalty for his army. Mirror Guard actually managed to find a pretty easy target for them, these Dwarf Warriors, but they do rout finally. We've got the victory now that we took out the Lord. All the demon units will continue to crumble with this Iridescent Horror going down just a second, but try to do our best to wipe out some of these units. Unfortunately, the Severed Claw are going to escape with pretty much unscathed after that first loss. But we have claimed victory at a great cost. Well, it didn't go quite as planned. We probably could have fought that better and reduced our casualties, but we did our best. Unfortunately, the Severed Claw survived because these guys are the biggest threat. They're super annoying. We are going to take as much heals as we can. I should have used our Lord better with the Master and the Spite. I honestly forgot about it. Barrack Fire, neutral location. Come on, give us a good one. Beach Black Arc. So it's bad, but if we have any characters there, they'll gain 5,000 experience. We'll send these guys and the Slayers over there, I guess.
That is agreement.
Actually, do we really need the extra experience in this army? Not quite as much.
Clan and hold. Anad.
Oh, right away. Spend money on Zoofire before I forget, but looking back up into the north.
Time for a reckoning.
I do want to finish this army off, simply because of them. Let's level our guys up first. Aura of Endurance is just amazing. Okay, leadership when in own territory. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. And we unlock your points at level 12.
I do not think so.
Let us begin.
Some free experience for this dude. We'll keep all of his items there. Because Arbol can be an absolute menace, but in a siege battle we should be able to deal with him.
For the wisdom of the layer.
I'm going to upgrade the garrison there, though.
Wamrak, onward.
Then what do we want to do for the rest of the stuff? Ooh, Snow and Blood. And more success chance plus battle loot. Battle loot's great. But is what's actually worth getting up here right away? So, weapon strength for lords and heroes. Oh, that's in all armies. Cool. Charge bonus for our army. Rage. Which is amazing, but rage for dwarf lords and thanes in all armies. That's crazy good. And then this one gives us casualty replenishment, leadership, and weapon strength fighting against chaos. So pretty much everything in here actually we want to get. So we'll save our points. Ooh, we could get some runes though. On these iron breakers, let's give them... Oh, I guess some of these are not affected by some of the other ones. That's curious. Oh, mastercrafted armor. That's right, we don't have that one yet. That's up here, I believe. Yeah, right there. Okay, so for the higher tier units, you still need to do research for some of their upgrades. Down here, defensive supplies. Let's do this one actually. Use our oath gold. Nutrition while under siege, defensive supplies, and casualty replenishment are all really good.
My axe thirsts for
We have like a Thane we can give you though. Oh, we don't have any. We don't have the landmark to be able to recruit it yet. That's right.
throne bearers. Let's march. I agree.
Okay, hopefully we have enough movement range to still finish him off.
Throne bearers, keep me upright.
All right, we're gonna march though.
It will better our cause. Throne bearers, move.
Because I don't want to have to rebuild any stuff over here. Greg, they're good. You've got 2 more turns of recruitment.
One rag.
Yeah, how much will it cost to get rid of that? 6,000? Yeah, we'll just leave it as is for now. Hey, Black Crag will actually be Gorbad's last settlement in the south. But it's most likely it's tier 4.
Onward.
This isn't a full army yet. We'll use the unwaste stance to come over here. Should give us enough movement range to make it their next turn.
Vengeful Runelord, ready to do the guild's bidding.
Drag the Grim. Let's give extra ammunition, actually. If we have a really bad siege battle, ammunition's more worth it most of the time.
What needs to be
Oh,
done
yeah, we forgot about Kraka, and that's what we were doing.
for the wisdom of Valea? Let us begin. For the wisdom
So
of
we'll
Valea.
consolidate you into a single army. That should give us quite a bit more income from reducing our supply lines.
Ready.
We can use him to take some territory out here. Good thing we can do is also take this and sell it back to the Empire for a lot of money.
I do.
I think that's everything we can actually do right now. Oh, what I should do... Since we're actually not buying anything right now, since we're just waiting for growth, I'm actually going to... I think we should actually swap our... Oh, never mind, we can't. You have to have the full province to have a rune overshare. I was going to say we can swap them up here, that way we have some rune magic for that battle, but... Nope.
Yes, laddie.
Kraka Drak. We will leave this battle for next episode since it already has gone on for about an hour. I don't want to make it too long for you guys, but thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll pick it up in episode 10 and start to use our rune golem. So I'll see you guys then.